Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, any time for 20 minutes of Pilates. This is 20 minutes of Pilates and you're all lying down. So you're going to be lying down the whole time. Let's come seated to the mat. You don't need any props today. And we're going to start by warming up our back with some pelvic rocks and some pelvic clocks. Now these might show up anywhere when we go to our backs on the mat. So use the information from the exercise to notice like how you feel at the beginning of a workout versus how you feel at the end. So if this is your first video, then you might feel a little more stiff. And if you're doing this one later, you might already feel kind of warmed up and more fluid. So inhale fully, and as you exhale, use a ha breath. I want you just to feel a heaviness as you exhale. Inhale fully, exhale. You might find like you're getting a little closer to the mat. Notice whether or not you're holding yourself up. Are you creating tension? I want you to exhale and melt and feel heavy onto the mat. Breathe into the ribs. Breathe into all the spaces between you and the mat. Relax your jaw. And as you continue breathing, I want you to imagine that you're zipping up a pair of jeans. So the zipper goes from between your legs up to your belly button. I know, big high-waisted jeans. But just stay with me for that visual. But you're zipping up, but you're not changing the way your back is moving. So you're just zipping the jeans. We're not trying to tuck our tailbone or narrow anything right here. We're just zipping up the jeans right in between, basically your pubic bone and your belly button. Zip up the jeans. And keep breathing as you zip up. And now, as you keep zipping, feel the ribs get heavy. And keep that zip even as you keep breathing fully. So this is what we call like the pelvic floor engagement. I also refer to these as the low abdominals compared to the upper abdominals, the transverse abdominals that might we find when we engage with that breath. Don't worry if this is not making sense yet either. I really want you to let that go. If you just pay attention to how you feel when you breathe, you will start to develop this awareness over time. So there's not a wrong way to do this. And now you're going to use your breath to actually change the position of your body to the mat. So you're going to exhale and start to tuck the tailbone. And imagine you've got a marble on your belly button and you're trying to get that marble under your ribs. So you're going to exhale and imprint the back onto the mat so it'll flatten out. So now it's like you're trying to make a body print. Your whole body is on the back of the mat as you exhale. And as you inhale, might lift those ribs back up. Everything might lift off the mat. And if you had space underneath your spine, you can put your hand right there. And then exhale, put it all back onto the mat. So this is your imprint. And this is your extension. You're extending the spine and you're imprinting the back and the body. Inhale, extend. Exhale, imprint. Exhale to imprint. And now find a space where you're in between those two positions. It's going to be different. It's going to feel different in everybody. But what I like to think about is that like the back of my pelvis is heavy. It's almost like the tailbone is heavy, and my hips like are level right here. So if I'm imprinted, everything sort of tilts towards the ceiling. If I'm extended, it points down towards the mat. And when I'm in the middle, we call this more of a neutral pelvis, then it's like I could place a glass right here and it wouldn't spill into my belly button and it wouldn't spill down onto the floor. And again, don't over attach to what this feels like right now. But I want you to be aware of it because it definitely is knowledge that we acquire over time as we move our bodies. So find what's neutral for you and bring one leg into what we call a tabletop position. So the shin is parallel to the floor and parallel to the ceiling. And then use your breath, exhale, bring the other leg into a tabletop position. And put your hands into the mat. And if I asked you to do nothing else today, you would probably be pretty tired after 20 minutes of holding your legs in the air. And this is because our core does engage when our legs are moving. And we are holding on to our legs in the air through our hips and up into our core muscles. As now I want you to inhale and tap one toe to the ground. Exhale, bring it back up. Inhale, tap the other toe to the ground. Exhale, bring it back up. The shape of this leg doesn't change. It just hinges and returns. Inhale to tap. Exhale to return. Do this 4 more times. There's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Float both legs down. You can do it one at a time. Find the floor. We're going to do those imprints again. They're probably going to feel a little different. Tuck the tailbone, imprint the spine. Inhale, extend. Exhale, imprint. Inhale, extend. Exhale, imprint. Inhale, extend. And now as you imprint, I want you to leave it there. So you're going to try and keep that back flattened to the mat. And you're going to reach for your toes. So reaching for your toes and your heels through your arms. You're nice and long and extended right here. Inhale fully. Reach for your toes. We're going to start with the Pilates 100 in an imprinted position. And the Pilates 100 is a cycle of breath that challenges the spine stability. And that means we pump our arms up and down to create like these little micro movements in our core. So as we inhale, we pump the arms 5 times. Inhale, and pump 5 times. And exhale, pump 5 times. So that's the fundamental movement of hundreds. And we're going to do it for 10 cycles of 10. There's a couple of other variations here, but for today, I want you to just simply think about imprinting the pelvis, keeping your feet flat on the ground. You can even press into the feet and keep your head and neck down on the ground. So you're nice and imprinted here, heavy in the head, and arms are moving. And let's go for 10 cycles of 10. Start pumping your arms and breathe for 5 counts. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe into the lungs. Breathe into the ribs, rather. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're almost halfway done. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 30 more. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach through those fingertips like you could touch your heels. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Reach. Breathe fully in. Exhale. And let it all go. Rock your knees side to side. It's a nice, vigorous breath. We don't always have to do 100 of those, 100 breaths. But it's a good exercise for stamina and really warms up the body. So we're going to move into another lying down exercise called leg circles. And you're going to straighten one leg and you're going to straighten the other one into the air. So if this leg feels like the hamstring is tight, you can definitely hold on to it behind your knee. You can also keep a little micro bend in the leg. And if this exercise still feels challenging, go ahead and grab a strap or a belt. Like, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. You can use a belt, and you're going to put that over the arch of your foot. So honor your hamstrings and decide if you would like to add that support. Otherwise, your leg is straight and this leg is in the air. We're going to do 3 leg circles. So we're going to cross across the body with an inhale and an exhale, down, around, and back up. Inhale, cross the body. Exhale, down, around, and up. Inhale, cross the body. Exhale, down, around, and up. Then we're going to reverse it. Keep pressing into this opposite leg because we're creating some pelvic stability. Inhale, open out. Exhale, down, around, and up. We stop it at the top here. Inhale, open. Exhale, down, around, and up. Inhale, open. Exhale, down, around, and up. Hug that leg. And float it back down. We're going to do the other side. So again, you can use your strap anytime, maybe one side and not on the other. That's totally fine. The foot is relaxed and your shoulders are broad and open. And you're going to inhale as you cross the midline of the body. Exhale, down, around, and up, and not hit your furniture. Inhale, cross. Exhale, down, around, and up. Inhale, cross the body. Exhale, down, around, and up. And reverse the directions. Inhale, open. Exhale, down, around, and up. Inhale, open. Exhale, down, around, and up. Last one. Inhale, open. Exhale, down, around, and up. Bend that knee. We're going to come back to this bent knee position. We're going to do our marches in the opposite direction. So the first time we did this, we started you in tabletop. And you tipped your toes down. Now you're going to start with your feet on the floor and you're going to march them up. I want you to imagine that you're actually being lifted from behind your legs. So what that does is engages our pelvic floor, engages our glutes, and strengthens the whole leg front to back. So inhale fully. As you exhale, press into the opposite foot, zip the belly, and lift one leg into tabletop. And then inhale, put it back down. And now put the weight into that foot. Exhale, lift the other leg into tabletop. Inhale, put it back down. Exhale as you lift. Inhale to put it back down. Exhale as you lift. Inhale to put it back down. Exhale to lift. Inhale, put it back down. Exhale to lift. Inhale to put it back down. Exhale to lift. Inhale, put it back down. Last one. Exhale to lift. Inhale, put it back down. Breathe fully, bring both legs into your chest here. And I want you to look up in the direction of your belly button. We're going to go into a single leg stretch. So looking up towards your belly button, you're in this little ball. You're going to stretch one leg, and then the other leg, and then one leg, and then the other leg. And then you can keep this up high right here, and the other leg, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bend both knees and come down. So you might notice where that shows up in your back or in your core or both. And we've got 2 positions of the spine to play with here. Usually it feels good to start learning this exercise with that imprinted pelvis. So when you imprint fully, you've got your lower back flattened onto the mat, and it helps us a little bit as we curl up. So we're going to do another set like this, and you're going to be imprinted. So bring those legs back into this tabletop, nice and imprinted, and stretch the legs maybe about 45 degrees. So about right here. And switch. And you're going to inhale, inhale, and exhale. Exhale for 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bring those knees in and back down. Flip those legs to the mat, look side to side. Look and look. Reach nice and long. I want you to stretch fully. And feel just the opening in the front of the body. Feel the length of the whole spine, nice and long. And this is where all your natural curves are present. When your legs are straight, it's very hard to tuck our pelvis and get it flat to the mat. So when your legs are straight, you probably have space down here for like room for ladybugs to crawl under your low back. From this position, we also do a couple of other different ab series exercises. The last one we'll do for today adds some rotation, so it combines everything that we've worked on. You're going to bring one leg into tabletop, and then the other leg into tabletop. You're going to bring your hands behind your head. And I want you to think more about the armpit going to the knee than the knee coming to the armpit. We're going to crisscross as we reach. And think about putting weight into this elbow here. And you're going to stretch one leg. So you stretch here and then come back down through the middle. So give yourself that middle position so we take out some of the momentum. Inhale fully, exhale, and twist. And back down through the middle. Exhale to twist, and through the middle. Exhale to twist, and through the middle. We've got 4 more for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and flip those legs down. Whew, fires up those obliques, gives you a little bit of that rotation as well. Those are crisscross, very similar to like the bicycle exercise that we know from calisthenics in the gym. And that is your 20 minutes of mat. Thank you.